The brouhaha is not an internal family domestic issue, right? Parce que UDP, they are registered political party in the Gambia, and yàlla def ñu nekk opposition. waaye li ñoo ut mooy number one Marina Parade. loo xam ne ñun ñëpp a ko bokka. sa bos la suma bos la képp a kuy seetaan sa bos la. right te olof daf dee wax ne lu ñëpp bokka ah dañ koy séddaale ñëpp am ci. benn nit du ko akimoo te loolu pour aar ko iir ko cër bi ñëpp a ci bokka comme que lu ñëpp di war a séddoo ñëpp a ko war a aar ñëpp a ko war a iir ñëpp a ko war a seet ne li fa war a am na. Now first of all, you know, when you look at the whole brouhaha, views si mu ngi different, opinions si mu ngi different, feelings si mu ngi different. ku nekk am na foo xam ne buñ fa laalee rek nga tëb te am na foo xam ne buñ fa laalee nga dumóoyu nit moo mel noonu bugga yi mooy utee waaye tamit man dama dee wax ne rek sooy bugga it na nekk ci dëgga sooy bañit na nekk ci dëgga waaye bugga te amul fenn foo ko wéer yàqa la bañit te amul fenn foo ko wéer dafaa indi yàqute you understand and xeexa nit ki not ne bi ngeen taxawee yéen ñaar jàkkaarloo ku ci nekk sa doore ngeen jàmbaari yaa waaye nga xaar ba nga xam ne vulnerable momentum nga attaque man dama jàppe ne nasax la man ku ma xam dama ko dee wax nit ñi may nekk xaleel soo ma tooñee dama la dee xaar nga mobiliser sa yeneen xale yëpp ñu ñëw dimbali la ma songa la
te moo nga dee fight
waaw damay xeex benn nit muy wulu suma boppa ak bun li may def wan dama xaar ba nga nekk 10 ba ma magee nag léegi bu nekkee wan dama xaar ba nga nekk 100 bu moo ma songal waaw du may xeex benn nit su may du ma dee capitalize si vulnerability jàmbur understand nga ñun nag gis naa ñu bari nit ki balaañ laa songa mun nañ laa mere sa de bu ko defantee yow waaye duñ la laal dañoo xaar ba nga jotee keneen ba ñoo xam ne right now yaa ngi weak right now comme la you know fu nga nekka amatuloo kàttan time boobu lañ laa songa time boobu lañ laa waxal lu ñaaw capitalize on a situation yéen saan loolu moo dee xew dem na ñëw na yëpp UDP man dama ko dee wax they are very long serving party in the opposition ever since njëkkee wuñ fi because gis nañ fii the doy the PPP ñoo xam ne ñoom nekkoon nañ in government the APRC nekkoon nañ in government so amul dara loo fee ne bullet lu gaay di def lu fi xewutoon you understand du nene maaje waaye tamit def something for too long and not getting the desired results dama dee feel ne there is a time nga toog nga chegaat sa boppa you either change the strategy or you change the human resource you change you know the tools the equipment there is need for change is the only constant thing in life okay now brouhaha bi ni tamit startu tey loo xam ne la every election cycle daf dee jóg su demee mu romba mu ñëwaat mu jógaat mu romba so du fi lu ees man surprise ma waaye dem na ñëw na yëpp around rich people at the end of the day man dama dee wax gi nga suñ demee si Barrow Mosque bi I tell people am at a point boo xam ne ay du ma wax bay dóor suma dina di ñaxa ko mbaayo du ma ko defalaat kenn parce que bokkuma parti tey bokkuma parti ëllëg but am a stakeholder in the Gambia and Gambia bi ni moo doxee suma yoon mu ngi ci dama ci bokka kon du ma xaar kenn boole ma ci dinaa wax waaye tamit damaa wax ci loo xam ne du pour suma njëriñi taalibo o njëriñi bantaba o njëriñi political party waaye loo xam ne dafaa njëriñ askan bi ku bokka parti ku bokkut parti képp kuy goomi Gambian man ci li maa wax dafaa fekk loo xam ne sa njëriñ la sa jëm kanam la not pour any individual waaye lii suñ problème mooy suñ bokka parti dafa tax ba nga xam ne dara doxatut si dëkk bi parce que ku nekka gisatuloo Gambia waaye fa nga far it's a competition of numbers it's a competition of shares it's a competition of who is more relevant it's a competition of who can attract who imagine si dëkk bi fii nii we celebrate cross capital ki jógee si parti bi ki ñëw si parti it's a big thing it's a big thing we don't celebrate you understand when Brikama Area Council brings a tractor because that is going to serve the people of Brikama entire not an individual but one individual su jógee fee na mu dem feneen ñu celebrate ko o spend xaalis bu bari pour celebrate so that tells us our priorities so attitude needs to change and priorities need to be right fast forward sa yaay génn na mu dem interview mu wax and I feel ne interview bi I would have wanted to expect more of yourself nga as mayor one time a very crucial a campaign bu métti nga win nga sa one time nga ñëwaati mu méttiwaat mel ni ki jaaruloo ci loolu noonu sa second time waaye nga winaat loolu which means ne nit ñi nu mu bon I don't care what happened waaye nit ñi am nañ óolute ci yow ba joxaat la kon nit ñooñu noonu sa nawle lañ am na loo leen amal ba nga xam ne sa wax saa yu nekk da ngay delloo sa boppa ci lu tax ñu dénk la place bi understand nga waaye interview bi it was all a matter of pour man defante it's a matter of ni ko soo say dee waxee moo kajafoo it's a matter of vendetta personal vendetta trying to settle scores and li olof dee wax rek bay da ngay weesu mbote fa nga ne woon ñaari at soo fa waree delloowaat sa boppa rek am nga problème pour man I move a long way from certain things as I grow in life am na yu bare la ma defoon du ma ko defaat man ma ne su ma fa nit buggee delloo sax maa bañ du ma fa dem parce que dama fa dépassé mu wax yoo xam ne ñun ñëpp gis nañ ne wax yi lim yàqa moo ëppa lim defar ñi ko rafetlu wut moo ëppa ñi ko rafetlu kon loolu noonu problème mu ngi foofu noonu you understand because buuba man tey su ma amoon problème ak yow waxuma ne duñ am problème de waaye du ma toog si media yow di setul suma problème ak yow ci media bi parce que xam nga lan la dama toog fii nii ma wax ñëpp ne yow suma broda nga dama toog ci media àdduna yëpp di ma dégg ne dafa am lu rafet liñ seexante dafa am waxtu yoo xam ne dafa neexoon rus naa ma toogaat di wax suma naxarite about yow ci media bi that's not the place I'm supposed to do it loolu yëpp mooy sàmm kóllëre ak xam àdduna ak am ngor ak ragal yàlla nga jógee ci moom nga foog ne ok foofu noonu ñu bari nañ ci jànga ñu waxtaan ñu setul ak yooyu noonu because again it's the same UDP right I don't even expect such to happen between UDP and GDC or UDP Sobeya APP much more inside the UDP yes political banter that they happen it happens everywhere now nga jógee fa nga ñëw am Yankuba you know what I mean again certain things that they happen right I was like okay you know what is it the first of course no did I expect am I disappointed absolutely not am I surprised oh hell to the no you know and can't be bothered you move on nga am Yankuba ñëw you know again Yankuba yow yaa ngi just jënd tractors taalibo mu ne waxut process bi come and tell us the process that happened how you acquired those and what you expect how you expect those tractors compactor trucks or whatever to change the livelihoods of the people of Birkama because that is what it is meant to do right but that's not what you talked about it was all personality now you lived with somebody you worked with somebody for so long 3 days la sax ma liggéey ak yow man ma génn ne am na lu rafet loo ma jëlee I like it when Pamadou said but Italy sita jang ika foko talib mi brotherleti ay ma ko le blah 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 and we all saw that we had it so if the same person that has helped you newly in the game right has done something that you didn't like it wasn't caring that you have to sit and tell the person because I had asked Talib and Talib never knew these things Yankuba had harbored so what are you all about you know what I mean at the end of the day all the things the first thing of the backstabbing I have listened to the entire interview I can understand Mandinka very well and if I don't understand I have no more here and call and exactly so it is very very clear but I listened to the whole interview I have not seen any point that I can say this point they backstabbing them maybe I need to look at the word backstabbing mean I haven't seen that that's me again you look at this other point when Foko you understand you borrowed me trucks and then I come back to you and then you say ngata mediator now these are the two issues this is politics and everybody wants your work to be showcased right now first issue I have for Yankuba ataya sene yandiko atenin Talib ma diamo atenin CEO ya diamo but if follow Talib yala diala so in second time ni laftala munatina emanta Talib ya ni manta Talib ya fa ngeta CEO ko yeko e nyanta tala media you understand imal la fikata media munatina email la broda call ya fay ka nteni CEO diamo but ay ñu fonni andon teman la fika nyinke munatina man woke but for the first time you sit and remember caring to highlight those things because apparently you were dissatisfied with it but I don't have a problem you going to the media to say KMC borrowed me tractors because I mean it's PR one possibly if the CEO told you that they wanted PR to show that okay our tractors are working beyond KMC I see nothing wrong in that secondly to your advantage Yankuba it was going to go solidify to the people like Talibo and they camp that We are in the same political party. We are working in different regions, but notwithstanding, we are collaborating and we work. Whatever Talib has can be mine. Whatever I have can be Talib's. I cannot suffer because I need something when Talib has it and Talib is not giving it to me. It was a political point you were going to score to the opposition to take them that you guys can work together to help each other. The person at Kuntawur would have known, you know what, let me go to the person at Mansakonko or Basse to ask for something because we're all in the same party. Because our win is our party's win, and our party's win is everybody's win in the Gambia. Let's think outside of the box. But you see, when you have this mindset of competition, you don't think outside of the box. It's all about me, what I can do, forgetting in the bigger picture, you are brothers, you are from the same party. And the good name, the party owns it. So they miss that point. Or not they, Yankuma miss that point. Because mom nimko gise moy, yo danga buga puma de wane yama dimbale, ako nyiko ngata mideto, nka ko mbangulen kenta kela. You know, I like the way Yankuba speaks. Sauce. Wow, I love the way I love the way Yankuba speaks sauce. The English accent. I so love it. You know what I mean? I like it when he speaks. You understand? You understand? You know, I love that. You missed it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that also, before that, you know, he did that writing. He wrote something, which also I felt it was not necessary. Now, I saw the likes of Bayo saying, well, Yankuba Manchenke, abe Jabi Rola Nung, or whatever. Who is Yankuba Jabi Kang? The people that allegedly Yankuba Bewolkal Jabila, is Yankuba at the same level with those people? Absolutely not. Are those people doing what Yankuba is doing in this country? Absolutely not. Have those people even been elected into office to serve the people? Absolutely not. So levels are completely different. You choose your battle, right? You have to master the art of time. When you fight, you have to fight with people that, you understand, they also have something to lose because they at the same level, they're doing the same thing. Like you said, you're bragging, 77 people voted for you. Who voted for those people that you're responding to? Nobody. You know what I mean? So why should you stoop to that level to say you're responding to that, or they have triggered you or whatever? He dropped the ball on that one. Why you get what joge for funo no munyo togat pamodu, you understand? And said a lot of things. Man pour man, you know, honestly. See, in life.
No.
He also accused Talib of campaigning in West Coast, but if that
okay,
is happening,
let me even come to that. Okay, man bokuma UDP. Why it is apparent to everybody ne Talib is the national organizing secretary or whatever.
Yes.
Aside from being the mayor, which nyom party bit nyoko ko jox. Not man, not yo. Nyom nyoko ko jox. You understand? And Talib has been that before Yankuba came to become the chairman of whatever West Coast. And Talib has been given sugar. You understand? Man, before my support Talib, understand? I know Talib have been given sugar because I was part of a community that sugar came to, you understand, from KMC or from Talib, wherever it is, but Talib's name was mentioned there. Because Nyuko in the one in Talib Molin Yoni as national organizing, whatever. So, Lolo, Dulo S. You know what I mean? Nekut lo S. So, Suneke ne Munko Johe. I think Yankuba's problem is ne Munko Johe in his name, not in the name of the party. How can Yankuba substantiate that? You know what I mean? So, you have not complained about it before you became the chairman. It was happening in your region. Because that's not also only happening in it's happening nationwide, everywhere else. I am aware from this Nakaling Code 2023, right? The sugars are given to every regional UDP chairman or whatever. Right? Given to imams, you know, given to whatever. This year, I had to request and say, okay, there has been a system, a norm or whatever, but as part of the area council, you give to each region, the imams or whatever, each constituency within the KM, you know what I mean? Because other regions, that's not your whatever. They've been doing that. But in KMC is one region. Yes. And if you give to all these mosque imams or whatever, oh, I have my churches, my parishes, or whatever. Please remember them. I respectfully reminded them. And they went ahead and did that. Sent it to the Gambia Christian Council, who distributed it or whatever. I did not have problem. But I'm aware, when Talib was giving sugar this past time, we recorded it. You understand? Talib gave to everybody else. Talib gave to sugar to Yankuba, and he took it. Talib gave sugar to Rahim Aliglo. They took it. They never said, oh, no. I'm in Banjul. That sugar, I don't need it because you're giving it in your own name. So I'm not going to take it and I will not give it to anybody else. But they did. So, and again, I asked the question, where it called giving charity or trying to help the vulnerable or the needy, I never knew that it has political demarcation. I did not know that politics has to do with demarcation and because
Chairman Dabo Amut Halis, Mota Mayot Sugar.
But can somebody substantiate that? Where is the evidence of anybody saying that on behalf of Talib or Talib saying that? Hamga, yena gis nga wax bo xamne dafa yaxa te amulo feko fen foko base te wax bo xamne bu duggé ci xeli nit pour génné ko fa dafa metti nañ koy oytu because at the end of the day ñoo bokkal lu ñoy ut at the end of the day ñoo joggé ben party at the end of the day name bi ñoo try pour promote or whatever ñomi neen ñoko bokka so ñom mënon nañu solve lolu nonu internally mënon nañ ko waxtane internally ñu sét naka la ñoo collaborer pour make sure ne suñ ko défé bu dé né boss la ñoo ut for each other ñu bokka ko su dé ñaan yalla la ñoo ut for each other ñu bokka ko ba nga xamné kenn du joxoñ kenn mënon na nekk waye niñ ko défé mo wrong mo ñaaw gis nga in the delivery of whatever it is one has to be very very poised when your poise is in the internal you understand not on the surface. It's in the internal. Sa delivery, sa mannerism, sa utterance has to be calculated and measured. Buba, aka ma bari won seytaane. Man dumay xulu xeex rek lay def. Xanaa nga sori ma. Te dama mig dinaa la ut bu ma xeexuta yow xeex bu du jeex. Mënuma woon xulu waaye dafa dem ba ma xam ne man soo ma riitee sa damaa daw. Boy ñew dama daw because buguma ñu laalante fa la tollu in my life kon nga xamne amna luma wessu duma fa wat and nit ku nek da nga wara evolve understand nga da nga wara grow out of certain things. What have they achieved in all these things that happen? Now what I see is when Ousainou Darboe spoke on Wednesday, right? All the people that were ate sotola ate kela everybody ñu melni ke ñu wiss ndox bu séda. Now I ask the question, all the fight, this is what you guys wanted. Because you think Uncle Ousainou talking is going to shut everybody up. I say no, it will not. It has even created a bigger problem that you guys have not even realized. In the inside and in the outside. And when I feel it's a weakness in leadership. Address the problem. Address the problem. Not shelve it. Or try to shut people's mouth for the short term. It's going to come back. Problem is the first surface art because the problem has not been solved. Now I ask the question. I would have expected Ousainou to come and address the issue. The issue is here going back and back. And the truth be told, man musuma dega Yankuba mutiel a platform ne I am interested in the flag bearership or the party leader and secretary general of the UDP. Musuma ko dega. Hegna amna man musuma ko dega. Musuma dega Rahilo mutiye mic mu wax ko. Musuma dega Talib mutiye mic mu wax ko. Munna am because I don't go to their political platforms. You understand? And when the media is showing it, I'm not lo daf ko they miss. But if they have done that, now you can tell lolu mo xew. But of course, ñun ñep dafuñ. Suñ xel dañoo mbalax. Xam nañ ku nekk sa buga te gis nañ ku ci nekk ki la buga lim nekk di xeex pour yow on your behalf. You understand? So ñi la xeexal ñom ñu ngi def lo xamne ñomi neen man ba fi la dañ ko accept dañ ko buga parce que lo buga di nga disassociate sa bop ak lolu o di nga ko stop waye ñu ngi jël lolu nonu ñu def ko a big thing pa bi lolu la warona address man I think for the part to sit there and say in 2026 I am declaring my intent right now even though intent lawa it's English language yow fahamule yaay ya fahamule fo nga faram fàcce
nganiyo yes
ngania okay ni ma lon nga faram fàcce exactly intent lawa and that intent can change but however you understand declaring your intent and now when everybody else is saying that nobody should, so where's the democracy? Why are you an exception that you can declare but nobody else can declare? I have a problem with that. Solve the issue and not say and wait until the time then you declare. But this is not the first time. Sabali has been singing when he was in UDP. Pabilem, Pabilem, Pabilem. Ajayam Seka has said it several times. You understand? Rahilo had said it. Nobody tells them don't say that the past should. But when anybody else say, Jalola, Bayola, it is a problem. I always say consistency is very, very important in people. And inconsistency, more you they handle this problem, Fini.
Okay.
That has to be addressed. Because didn't know what it was. Problem be jehud. No try put nothing. Let me make one important point here. We all can remember what happened in the Congress in Janjamburi.
Janjamburi, yes.
In Janjamburi. Yeah? There were some people who planned to say Ousainou has overstayed, and they needed to remove Ousainou as the party leader. They needed to remove Adjiyam Seka. They needed to remove all those old folks. That was the plan. But the plan failed at the last minute. But I see the same people that wanted Ousainou to be out now are pushing so hard and say, Baba Ousainou, Baba Ousainou, Baba Ousainou. Like, seriously? Like, seriously? What has changed? Is the same Baba Ousainou that wanted to continue. And that was the reason the election, the Congress, modalities and everything changed at that point. And there was no election or whatever. A lot of things changed because of, if there is any coup d'etat that should have happened, it was at that time. Because it was masterminded, it was planned, it was cooked, it was prepared, but of course it failed. That is the right definition of somebody wanting to coup d'etat Baba Ousainou. Why are you now trying to forget what has happened then, and you want to use this as if something did not happen? Oh, let's go back to history. I'm not in the UDP, but we all have bodies in there that will talk about what has happened. And we all know everything happened. You are a media person. You know what happened at that thing.
I was at the Congress.
Liwarona happened, Hewut, because of everything else that happened in the background.
Okay.
That early morning, everything changed. But the same people now acting like, Baba is our Baba, Baba is our Baba. Oh, we knew that you wanted to remove Baba at that time. You wanted to remove Adjiyam Seka because you all believe they overstayed and somebody else should have come. But the same people, if you change, the situation has not changed, but then you want to act like things have changed. I question your integrity. I question your motive. I question your honesty. I question your love for the party. Not even for Baba Ousainou, for the party and your love for Gambia.